Uncover the decade-long challenges faced by Katherine Jackson amidst Michael's tragic controversies.
That makes you angry, doesn't it?
Yes, it does make me angry because he looked guilty.
You can't mention the life of Michael Jackson without acknowledging his mother, Katherine Jackson. Katherine tirelessly raised Michael and his brothers amid relentless challenges. From nurturing their musical dreams to supporting them throughout their journey, she showed remarkable strength and perseverance. It has long been speculated that Katherine Jackson knew the truth about the abuse allegations surrounding Michael Jackson. Initially choosing to remain silent, she faced the harsh glare of public scrutiny and the relentless rumors which tested her resilience. Finally, at 94 years old, Michael Jackson's mom bravely steps forward to confirm the rumors. Watch this video to uncover the truth. Before we dive into the details, we need to look at Katherine's life amid the allegations that surrounded Michael's career. Early life. Katherine Esther Jackson was born Kattie B. Screws on May 4, 1930, in Barber County, Alabama. She was the eldest of two daughters born to Martha and Prince Albert Screws. At just 2 years old, she survived a battle with polio, though it left her with a permanent limp. When Katherine was 4, her father changed the family name to Screws and renamed her Katherine Esther. That same year, the family moved to East Chicago, Indiana, where Katherine's dreams of becoming an actress or country singer took root, though she quickly noticed the absence of black country stars. Life wasn't without its challenges. Her parents divorced while she was still young, and during her time at Washington High School, Katherine found solace in music, joining the school band. In 1947, she met Joseph Jackson, who lived nearby. After securing an annulment from a previous marriage, Joseph began courting Katherine, and the two married on November 5, 1949, after a year-long relationship. By January 1950, they had settled into a 2-bedroom home in Gary, Indiana, where they started building their large family. Together, they shared a love of music, with Joe on guitar, though his dream of a boxing career never materialized. Katherine gave birth to 10 children throughout the 1950s, including twins, one of whom tragically passed away just hours after birth. Despite the hurdles, Katherine's story is one of perseverance and strength, setting the stage for the iconic Jackson family's rise to fame. The Jackson family. In the late 1950s, Katherine Jackson took on a part-time job as a store clerk at Sears in Gary, balancing work with raising her growing family. By 1963, a significant shift in her life took place. Raised as a Baptist, Katherine embraced the Jehovah's Witness faith. Her conversion in 1965 saw all of her children follow suit. While Joe, her husband, practiced the religion, he never officially converted. Yet Katherine's influence on the family's faith was undeniable. As her household expanded, Katherine left her job at Sears and focused on being a full-time mother, keeping her children close. By the early 1960s, her sons began displaying musical gifts. In 1963, Joe formed the Jackson brothers with their eldest sons, Jackie, Tito, and Jermaine. It was around this time that Katherine spotted something extraordinary in her younger son, Michael. At just 4, he would sing and dance to the rhythm of the radio, captivating her with his raw talent. When she tried to tell Joe, he dismissed it, but Katherine's belief in Michael never wavered. A year later, Joe added Michael and Marlon to the group, but only as percussionists. It wasn't until 1966, when Michael was 7, that Joe finally recognized what Katherine had seen all along. Michael was a star. Before that, young Michael had already been performing in school recitals, stealing the show without his father's knowledge. Katherine's quiet determination and eye for talent set the stage for the world to witness the rise of the legendary Jackson family. By the end of 1966, Michael Jackson had already risen to prominence as the second frontman of the group, behind Jermaine. Acting on the advice of a school teacher, Joe Jackson renamed the group the Jackson 5. In 1967, after winning several talent shows in Gary, Joe decided to take the group professional. Their big break came when Gordon Keith, a producer at Steeltown Records, discovered and signed them on November 21st. Their first single, Big Boy, was released on January 31st, 1968, becoming a local hit. As the group began to gain attention, Katherine Jackson took on the role of designing their costumes, a task she continued until they achieved national fame after signing with Motown Records in March 1969. During the Jackson 5's peak from 1970 to 1971, Katherine, along with her daughters and youngest son, stayed out of the limelight. However, this changed in 1974 when Joe began grooming their younger children, including their eldest daughter, for stardom. Michael always spoke lovingly of Katherine and her unwavering support. She eventually became a part of the family's management team when the now adult members of the Jacksons reunited for the Victory Tour in 1984. Michael paid tribute to his mother by dedicating his 1982 Thriller album to her, while Janet did the same with her 1989 Rhythm Nation 1814 album, following her decision to manage her own career after the success of Control. Michael Jackson often shared that his mother, Katherine, appreciated his solo music, expressing approval of hits like Billie Jean. However, she was more cautious about his mature material, including tracks like Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. In recognition of her positive influence on her children's music careers, Essence magazine honored Katherine as Mother of the Year in 1985. As for the controversies surrounding Michael Jackson, the two-part documentary Leaving Neverland, which aired on HBO, recounts the stories of Wade Robson and James Safechuck. Both men accused Jackson of abusing them, beginning when they were about 7 and 10 years old, respectively. Despite this, Jackson had faced multiple accusations of abuse throughout his life, leading to police investigations, lawsuits, and widespread public scrutiny. These allegations persisted before and after his death in 2009, forming a complex and controversial timeline of accusations that spans over 25 years. December 1986. James Safechuck meets Michael. In 1987, a 10-year-old California boy named James Jimmy Safechuck was cast in a Pepsi commercial alongside the world's biggest pop star, Michael Jackson. According to Safechuck's account in Leaving Neverland, Jackson quickly formed a close bond with him and his family after the commercial aired. Jackson's generosity seemed boundless. Safechuck recalls being showered with gifts, including the iconic jacket from the Thriller video. As their friendship deepened, Jackson began inviting the Safechuck family on trips and vacations. During one such trip to Hawaii, Safechuck claims that Jackson first asked him to sleep in his bed. August 1993. Los Angeles police begin investigating Jackson. In 1993, the Los Angeles Times reported that the LAPD had launched an investigation into Michael Jackson following allegations that he had possibly abused 4 minors, including a